Hello everyone, how are you today? Sorry, we had a little bit of technical difficulty, so I had to kind of go out and come back in, but I am so happy to be here and I'm so glad to see you. Hey Margie, Jennifer Reel, Jennifer Toller, which is here with me today, and this is my daughter Jennifer. All of you see her all the time, but you never see a face. Also, I want to introduce you to my granddaughter. So Autumn is here. I might wait just a few minutes and let everybody filter in because I know everybody wants to meet Autumn. Y'all hear me talk about her so much, and I am thrilled to have my daughter here this week. And we have been busy because she has helped me tear my house upside down and do some major cleaning and throwing away and decluttering. Y'all know how that is. Especially if you're a pack rat, and my husband and I both are a little bit of a pack rat, but we are just thrilled to death to be here today. All three of us are excited. So we took a break from our cleaning and our chores to be here. So hey Phyllis, it's good to see you. Marilyn, I think you might be new. Welcome in. I hope you enjoy our live, and we're going to make a real pretty fun fold card here in just a moment, but I wanted to kind of introduce everybody. So Autumn, if you want to step over here, I'm going to sit her up on my lap. Autumn is 6 years old, and she is my baby granddaughter, and she is my little heartstrings. Yeah, you can say hi.
Hi.
She is my darling, and she loves her Gammy.
Yeah.
But not as much as I love her. She is my little angel,
Yep.
without a doubt. And she tells everybody that too. So I am thrilled to have her here and to show her off because she just means the world to me, and she knows it. And so does her mama. Her mother, Jennifer, is...
that would be me.
That would be her. Say hi, Jennifer.
Hi.
Y'all actually get a voice with the... you get a voice with the name now, so you know what Jennifer sounds like. A lot like me, people tell me. But
Really?
I think I have a little bit more of a Southern accent.
Yep.
I pick up Southern accents very, very easily, and when I already had a bad Southern accent when I lived in Virginia, but now that I live in the very southern part of North Carolina, I have even more of a Southern accent. So anyway, enough about me and my kids. I know y'all came here to craft, not to watch and hear me talk about my family.
My son's in here. Ian popped in.
Oh, okay. Ian just popped on, Jennifer said, so he's watching. Hey, Ian. So good to see you. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and flip my camera down. Can everybody hear me okay? My sound coming through good? Just give me a yes if you can hear me. I thought I would do that before I flip the camera. I'm not getting any yeses. Jennifer, are you getting anything?
You're about a year.
Yeah, I'm a little
behind.
bit behind, so I don't always, when I ask y'all a question, y'all don't hear it for about a minute behind me. So that's why you'll see sometimes
Yes.
a momentary lapse with me just kind of sitting here waiting for answers.
Everybody's saying yes now.
Okay, Jennifer said everybody's coming through and saying y'all can hear me. So let's go ahead and transition over to, I think I'm just going to do the craft table without us in the corner. I think sometimes I think that's a better way to do it. So there we go. Are you seeing the craft? No, she's not seeing the craft table. I'm trying to look and see what she's seeing. This is unusual for me to be able to see the craft table
It takes it a minute.
and see what y'all are seeing, because the smaller window that I have has the chat kind of hanging over it.
There it goes.
So yeah, that looks really good. So here's our annual catalog. Please excuse my nails. I'm going to do them after we finish all of our cleaning. This is still left over from 2 weeks ago, and they look really bad right now. But that's okay. We're not here to look at my nails, are we? We're here to do some crafting. So here's our annual catalog. This launched in the 1st of June, or the 3rd of June, and this is going to go through, no, not June, I'm sorry, May. And this is going to go through for a full year. And Do what?
Vivian just came in.
Hey Vivian, how are you? Jennifer's taking notes for me and she's letting me know when people come in the chat because sometimes I can't. This is our mini catalog that is going to launch July the 1st. So if y'all have gotten your mini catalog, my regular customers was mailed out a catalog. Let me know if you have not received your catalog by the 30th of June. I will get in touch with Stampin' Up! And find out what's going on because I did pay to have these mailed out to all of my customers. So that's that one. I'm going to show you in the catalog really quick what we're going to be working with today. I'm going to be working with this paper right here, the Pretty Prints. And let me pull that. I meant to pull it before I started and I didn't. Do you see the Pretty Prints behind you, Jen? It should be on the tab, and it should
Lord,
be.
have
Wait
mercy,
a
I
minute, I
can't
see it. Never mind, I got it.
Okay, so I can't turn.
Yeah,
it like
she
that.
can't turn around. We're tight in here because we have very limited space. This is the Pretty Prints, and if y'all remember the
Alicia's
Sun
here.
Prints. Hey, Alicia, glad you could make it. Autumn, come back. I had already introduced Autumn, Alicia, and I know you want to meet Autumn. This is one of my very dear friends, and I know that she is going to want to see you. And this is Autumn Grace. Say hi, Miss Alicia.
Hi, Miss Alicia.
Aw.
Hi, Alicia.
Jennifer's here too, so I'm not going to keep doing this, I promise. But I might have Autumn to come back at the end, and she'll get to meet everybody again, or say hi to everybody. But you know what? They didn't see her.
Yeah,
Come
they
back. Y'all didn't see her because I didn't have y'all over where. Okay, come back, honey. I'm so sorry. Y'all bear with me. Okay, now say hi, Miss Alicia.
Hi, Miss Alicia.
Hi, Alicia.
Okay, we said that all over again because I forgot to transition my camera back over to our faces. So anyway, I'm going to go back to the craft table. That's where we need to be. And there we go. This is this is called Pretty Prints. Now y'all have seen me work with the Sun Prints, which is the beautiful blues and grays and sort of the Sahara sand colors. These right here. This one is called Pretty Prints, and it's the same patterns, but it's done in Blackberry Bliss, Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, and Pale Papaya. I think it's Pale Papaya. No, I'm sorry, Coastal Cabana. And this paper is absolutely stunning. Look at this. It is gorgeous. And what I did is I pulled a print of one of each of these patterns in each color so that you could kind of, come on, there's another piece under there. Maybe not. It's a little thicker than I thought it was. But there's that one. And you can see just how gorgeous this paper is. And today we're going to actually work with the Rich Razzleberry, or the Blackberry Bliss, I'm sorry. The Blackberry Bliss, but you can see the Blackberry Bliss has some Rich Razzleberry in it. So we're gonna play with those colors with this fun fold that I have for y'all today. Now I cased this card from a lady, and I don't even remember her name. I'll see if I can link it in the description when I post this, because I want to give her credit for this card because I thought it was beautiful, and I was looking for something and I just happened to stumble on her video. We're going to go back and revisit the Nature's Prints bundle. I really didn't know that I was going to love this stamp set and dies as much as I do when I bought it. I bought it because I fell in love with the paper, because I love blue. But this stamp set is so versatile. So let me show you the card that we're going to make. This is our card.
First, show the giveaway.
Oh, Jennifer's reminding me I need to show the giveaway first. I'm going to show the card since I got it here, and then I'll go to the giveaway. This is the card, and it fits in one of our regular standard envelopes, but it's a fun fold because it stands up like this. Isn't that pretty? And it all folds flat, but it pops up like that. Isn't that neat? I love it. Hey Tina, how are you? Rita, good to see you. I keep looking up and I'm seeing new people come in. Okay, I'm going to move the catalog out of our way because I don't think we need that. But y'all be sure to let me know if you have not received your mini catalog.
I haven't.
Jennifer hasn't gotten hers yet, and I always make sure she gets one since she helps me with the with moderating. All right, again, another thing we're going to be working with is the Fern 3D folder. All right, I'm going to lay everything over here, and I'm going to show what we're going to give away today. Remember last week we made this card, and this was the one we didn't complete, and I said that we would do a drawing for this one. I completed it. I put a mat inside, so we're going to do a drawing for that one with these names right here.
Bring it down. Bring your card down.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jennifer's keeping me straight, y'all. She's letting me know when I'm not in camera and when I am. All right. So we're going to go ahead and do the drawing for this one first. And see, I'm not even seeing all the chat because it's not coming through for me for some reason. I've had technical difficulties this morning, to say the least. But Jennifer, if you'll go ahead and draw those names. These are the people that came in. We only had 4 people that commented on the video after the live. So you need a little cup or something. Look in that drawer. There's a cup. I mean, open that up, and there's a little teacup sitting right there.
Okay.
Let's put them in there, and we can do the drawing.
Oh, there's other stuff in there.
It was the handle that broke off of it.
I'll get it back.
All right, she's drawing the names now, so I'm going to go ahead and put a sticky note on this, and whoever wins. And the winner is Carmina Romero. So Carmina, you're going to be, I don't see Carmina on here yet, but if she does, y'all let her know that she won last week's card. So I got her name on that, and I'm going to lay that over to the side. And, you know, I didn't have to do that. I could just put that sticky note. I'm not used to having Jennifer here to do notes for me, so that's good. All right, let me show you the other prizes we're going to give away today. Our grand prize is going to be this beautiful, unopened, brand new tea bouquet cards and envelopes. I purchased one of these a couple weeks ago just to give away in the live. This is enough of cards and envelopes to make 20 cards. And they are absolutely beautiful. I think y'all seen my pack. This is mine, and you get some in each of the colors. Here's the envelopes. You get it in the Tahitian Tide, the Sweet Sorbet, the Orchid Oasis, that's Starry Sky, Parakeet Party, and Orchid Oasis. I'm still working with those names, y'all, and you get the cards to match. So here's one of the cards of each one. I pulled these so I could show them to you.
Brian just came in. Brian.
Oh, Brian Dickey, hello, how are you? Jennifer's letting me know when y'all come in, so good to have you. So anyway, that's going to be our grand prize for today. And I'll try my best to give away some really nice prizes. We're going to do a redrawing for this paper, the Sunshine and Rainbow paper, because Linda Jean never did claim it. I don't have an address. This has gone for 2 weeks now, and I still haven't heard from her. So this will go to a recipient today as well. So that'll be the second prize that we pull. And then our third prize is going to be a beautiful, I figured we're going to do Christmas in July, starting in July. And I have this beautiful fall linen real red ribbon. And it is beautiful, it's soft, it's easy to work with. I love it. So that's going to be our 3 prizes. You have to be present at the end of the show in order to qualify. You also need to let Jennifer know if you want to be in the drawing by saying yes, drawing. And that's all you got to do, and she will make sure that your name is in the cup for the drawing. So she's going to take care of that while I create a beautiful card, hopefully. So the first thing I want to do is show you all the pieces, and I got everything pre-cut. This is going to be our card base, and the card base is going to measure 4.5 by 8 inches. And we're going to do some scoring. I have not scored on this, so I'm going to pull up. I normally just use my trimmer, but I know many of you don't have that, and if you have a separate scoreboard, you're going to need this. So I'm going to pull this up, and I'm going to bring it up to the top like this.
Mama, which card are we doing here? The best wishes and happy thoughts? This one? Or
We're going to do this one right. Wait a minute. That one.
This one.
Mm-hmm. You got to be quiet, honey. So what we're going to do, we're going to put the card in on the 8-inch side. And like I said, this is 4.5 by 8. And we're going to do some scoring. So we're going to score at 5.5. And we're going to score at 6 3/4. So very simple scoring on this piece. And you're going to turn this over, and this is going to be folded like this, and then up like that. No, I'm sorry. You're going to fold in like this. This is going to be a valley fold. Your first fold is going to be a valley, then a mountain, and then your card will sit like that. That's the beginning of your card. This will be your first panel. Everything else will build out from there. All right, then our first pan, we're going to put this rich razzleberry on here. The first card I did is just white. I didn't put anything underneath it, and I just thought it needed something under it. But this paper's so pretty, I thought it might be fine without it. And I tell you what we're going to do. I'm not sure that I'm going to use this. I'm going to wait and lay my pieces down and see if I like them next to it. If we don't like it, we can always go back and do a piece in maybe ivory, very vanilla or something like that. So we'll play that one by ear.
On your measurements that you sent me, it was 4 1/4 by 8. It should be 4 1/2.
Jennifer just said my measurements was off. No, 4 1/4. This is mismeasured. I'll have to cut a quarter off of this. I thought that was hanging over a little more than it should. Okay, yeah, it's 4. The measurements that Jennifer's giving you are correct. I'm sorry. I was in a hurry when I was doing this morning. All right, your next piece is going to be a square. All these other pieces are squares. This one is 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. And we're going to score at 1 inch. We're going to score at 2 1/4. And we're going to score at 3 1/4. And we're going to lay that one to the side. Then the next piece is going to be 3 1/4. So you see we're just going down in size. 3 1/4 by 3 1/4. And we're going to score at 3/4 and 2 inches and 2 3/4. And we're going to lay that one over. Then the next one is going to be 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. Now, are y'all seeing the top of my screen? I want everybody to see this. And my screen, okay, my screen doesn't allow me to see exactly what y'all are seeing, so I want to make sure you are. So this piece is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4, and we're going to score at 1/2 inch. Notice our marks are getting smaller and smaller on our edges, but we're keeping that center in the middle. So 1 3/4 is our next one, and then 2 1/4. Okay, so we're going to lay that one over here, and now our next one is going to be 2 1/4 by 2 1/4. This is the tiny one. So we're going to put that up there, and we're going to score it at 1/4. So that's way over on that side. So, oops.
Rita just asked a question. She asked me, would it be possible to give us a download on the measurements and instructions to have for a reference later?
Yes, Rita. If you will go to my blog after this is over, you will find, give me about 30 minutes after the live, and go to my blog, and Jennifer will put that link in for you, and it will also be in the description under this video. So don't feel like it's something you have to go and grab right now, but I am doing a clickable PDF download for everyone.
None of your blog's not on here.
Oh, she said my blog's not on there. Okay, I'll type this in. Go and type. Well, I know it won't type if you type it. Well, it may. Type in http:// Kathy's Random Act without a S of stamping. Dot stamping without a G. .blogspot.com. Okay, she's putting in my link now for the for the blog. Did it
It's
hyperlink?
yeah.
Okay,
it's
great.
clickable.
It's clickable, so you can click on that. Now, it's not up yet. It will be up, give me about, like I said, about 30 minutes after this live is over. All right, so we scored at 1/4 of an inch, and now we're going to score at 1 1/2. And then we're going to score at 1 3/4. And you notice these are getting, these are getting really tight. And this is that thick cardstock. So when you are scoring on a thick cardstock like this, it's good if you take your stylus and put it down almost flat. If you ever have it to go jiggly, like I just did, it's because I had it up. But the lower you put it, the better chance you have of getting a nice straight line. That's my tip for the day. All right. So now I can go ahead and put my Simply Scored scoreboard up, and I'll have a link for this scoreboard too. This is a great scoreboard. Let me show y'all a feature on this one. You have a little compartment up here at the top, and it comes with these little tabs. So if you're doing, say you're doing a bunch of cards that you got to score at, say, 4 1/4, you can pop these in like at 4 1/4, just like that, and then that way you are right there on that line every time, and you don't have to do that. This scoreboard also comes with a space right down here for your tool, and it snaps in, so you never lose your tool. So that is a great feature on this the scoreboard. And I've never seen a scoreboard that had the little markers on it like this. There might be some out there, but again, y'all know how much I love Stampin' Up. It is some of the best products I've ever used. They're good quality products too, and you're shopping with a company that stands behind what they sell. So if you have if something breaks or it's not right when you get it, you contact Stampin' Up and they will definitely make it good. All right, I'm going to grab my trimmer because I did make this 8 1/2, I think. No, 8 inches. 8 inches. What did I say this one was?
It was supposed to be 8 inches, and you said 1 and by 1/2, and it was supposed to be 1/4.
Yeah, this one's right then. And my scores was off. I think this is right.
Maybe you cut it right, but you said it wrong.
No, I didn't. This is cut too big. It should have been. Yeah, that's 8. I scored it wrong. I'm just going to go with it. Because
It should be 4 1/4 by 8.
4 1/4. Yeah, I cut this right. I think I scored it wrong. That's okay. We're going to make it work. All right. What we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and lay this down. I'm going to go ahead and commit to this. Let me grab this piece of paper here. I'm going to cut this piece first before I glue anything down. I'm going to move my prizes right here. Don't let me forget these, Jen. How about if we lay them right here? All right. The blue one, this is the piece of blue paper that I use. So I grabbed the Rich Razzleberry one for this. And what we're going to do is we're going to cut off from this side down. And that piece needs to be 4 1/8 by 5 5/8. I know y'all hate 8s, but every now and then they are a necessary evil. So, and in this card, that was the case. In order to get our stair steps to work properly and to get everything to fall in place like this, we have to cut some 8s. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it this way, and I'm going to cut, let's go this way, 4 1/8. So we're going to do 4 1/8. And 8th, if you're not sure and your trimmer only goes in 4ths, go halfway between the 4 and the 4 1/4. That would be 4 1/8. Now my scoreboard here has the 8s on it, so I know if I line it up right there, that's perfect. So I'm going to go ahead and cut this off. Now I'm going to have the measurements of how to do this. If you notice, let me bring that card back over. If you notice how it's panoramic, it looks like everything matches up across here. I'm cutting my paper so all of that pattern will match up. If you're doing it with a paper that doesn't have say the word for me, Jennifer.
Panoramic?
Yeah, panoramic. Thank you, Jennifer. If it doesn't flow, then you don't have to worry about it. But if it does, then you're going to want to make sure you cut your paper this way. And you'll see what I'm talking about. I want I want this pattern to continue all the way across. So what we're going to do now, we're going to cut this at, I got my notes up here, but I covered them up. We're going to cut this at 5 5/8. So I'm going to take it over, and I hope y'all are seeing this. 5, and I'm going to count my 8s, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5/8, and I'm going to slice it. So now you take this piece that's in your trimmer, and we're going to cut 5 strips that are 1 1/8. And you're going to want to keep them in order. So I'm going to start on this end, and it's going to be 1 1/8. And 1 1/8. And 1 1/8. And I'm just laying these over here on the trimmer to keep them in order.
Connie just came in.
Hey Connie, how are you? Make sure y'all let Jennifer know if you want to be in the drawing. We have several. We have two. We have 3 prizes we're giving away today. Okay, and there's your 5. This one's going to measure 1 1/8 as well. So there is all of our pieces. So I'm going to lay these down, and I'm going to make sure I got one behind the other, because that's how I want them to fall. And we're going to be doing some more cutting on those, but let's go ahead and bring our card back over and see where we need to be. All right, the first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and adhere this down. And like I said, I embossed this with that Fern 3D embossing folder, and this thing is absolutely beautiful. It gives nice deep texture. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? So I'm going to go ahead and adhere this down, I think. Let me lay my pieces next to it to see. I think that's going to be pretty. It's going to be kind of dark, but we're going to lighten it up with some white. So these are all going to have white edges on them. Let's go ahead and I'm going to get some liquid glue, and I'm going to use a good amount of liquid glue on the back of this because I want it to go all into those nooks and crannies. Making sure I get it good around the edges. Anytime you're gluing a piece of embossed paper down, you're going to need to make sure that you are putting enough of glue in there to adhere it. And you don't want to press on this. So I'm not going to take a bone folder and go over it because I don't want to press out my embossing. So we're going to leave that.
Susan just
Hey Susan, how are you? Good to see you. All right, this is going to let me know now if I need to trim this piece to 1/4 inch. And I think I am. Yes, I am. So I did score this wrong, and I hope it's not going to mess up my whole card. I hope it's not going to mess up my whole card. I tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and fold these before we go any further because I may have to cut another piece and start over. And you know that happens. So what we're going to do with these, all of these need to be folded like mountain folds. And I'm going to grab a bone folder because I like to crease as I fold. Especially when you're doing a fun fold card, you really, really need to. And Jennifer's checking with y'all to see if you want to be in the drawing. So as you come in, if you will let her know, that way, and you need to be present at the end of the live in order to be in the drawing. These are going to fit on here like this. Yeah, I'm going to have to redo this because that one is supposed to be down and it's not. And that is my fault. All right, folks, let's see if we can pull this up. And so I don't think we can. But you know what I can do? We're not going to waste this piece, so I'm going to trim it. This is also a lesson when you do something wrong, how to fix it. You know, we've all done boo-boos when we made cards. I mean, I am no different than y'all when it comes to making a careless mistake. And I did just that. And Jennifer told me that it was wrong, and I just said, well, we're going to go with it. But going with it didn't work out for me because this was not right. Sorry about that, y'all. I should have silenced my phone. What's the matter?
My banana.
Okay, honey, I'll be right there.
Okay. That I salvaged. I might have to do a little bit of handiwork on it. Where are my paper snips? They have gotten lost in my amongst my scissors. So I'm going to take my paper
Alicia
snips.
says it's hot in Michigan too. I lost power last night.
Oh my goodness, Alicia, I am so sorry. Have you got power back on now? Believe me, I know all about that. We had a very small tornado. It was a small one, but it knocked our power out. There was trees down, roads closed, and everything around here. And that happened last Friday. It was terrifying. We had hail that was probably bigger than a quarter. And if anybody knows me, y'all know that I absolutely am petrified of storms. I lived through one bad tornado when Jennifer was a baby. I saw it coming, and my kids had just gotten in from school, the two older ones. You know, I might have to redo this. Yeah. Okay, let's start over, y'all. So I'm gonna need a thick piece of cardstock. Look in the very back, that white, and grab me the thick piece. You'll feel it. That's not the thick.
Here, let me.
Wait a minute, no, that's regular too. Look all the way in the back. I think the thick is all the way to the back.
Yeah, that's what I pulled.
Well, maybe in the front then.
We'll see if that's thicker.
Yeah, this is the thick. Okay, I like to do my card bases out of the thick cardstock. I think it holds up much better. That was 2 pieces. I think that was regular too. That's all right. This is going to work.
I'm sorry.
I like to use the thick, but that's okay. Jennifer, did you have the measurements for this one? I had them somewhere, but I don't have them in front of me now.
Hold on. I think this is it, Mama.
Yeah, she got me the thick. Thank you, honey. I'm going to just stick this down here because I'll use that. This is actually very vanilla. No, this is a shimmery. It's okay.
You need the measurements again?
I need the measurements for the base.
Alright, this one right here. Basic white cardstock is 4 1/4 by 8.
Okay, we're going to do 4 1/4. And it needs to be by 8. So what I'm going to do is cut off a 1/2 inch because this is 8 1/2 by 11. So if I cut off a 1/2 inch, that will give us our 8. And then we need to score it at
5 1/2.
All right, we're going to score it at 5 1/2.
By 6 3/4.
And 6 3/4. I'm going to have to pull that arm out anyway. This isn't going to work, Jennifer, because my white's not the same. This is a shimmery white, and this, I don't want to have to cut all these little pieces again. Let me get up there.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Y'all hold for me 1 second. I gotta pull some cardstock.
That's what I pulled to begin with. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. This is what we needed. So y'all bear with me. Yeah, I'm cutting up some cardstock, y'all. That's okay. It won't go to waste because I will definitely use it. But I want it really needs to match my pieces. So for that reason, I'm gonna redo this. So what do we got to cut it out? 4 1/4
by 8.
Y'all bear with me. We're going to get this card done one way or the other. I'm not as upset as I was last week. I still haven't got a resolution on that issue, but
Kathy Watts is here.
hello, Kathy. It's good to see you. See, I'm not seeing any of the chat. Let me see if I can fix that. I'm not seeing any of y'all's chats. I'm only seeing the participants.
We got quite a few people watching right now, Mom.
Oh, Jennifer says we got quite a few people watching.
17 people in here right now.
Thank y'all all for... Oh, there we go. Oh, Oh, Connie, I'll tell you what, we are very blessed. We didn't have any damage. I think there was some trees down back in the back. What is this cut to? 8 inches?
Oh, hold on. let me get
Yeah,
back.
8 inches.
Yes.
And then we
Okay.
score it at 5.5. Right?
Yes.
All right, score it 5.5 and 6 3/4.
Yes.
Hey, I'm gonna memorize these measurements in a minute. Okay, that is our card base, and it's going to be folded in a valley and then a mountain, and we're going to crease that down. And you know what? I don't think I'm going to use this. I think it's going to make it too thick. Yeah, I think it's going to make it too thick, especially with that white under it. So we're going to skip that. We're going to do it like the one I showed y'all. For anybody that just came in, this is the card that we're doing. It's a nice little fun fold, and it's a stair step card. And if you wanted to do it in landscape and turn this around, you could let your greenery or whatever you use come down in this direction and pull the card up like that and have your sentiment at the top going this way, and that would be equally beautiful. But I decided to do it like this. I thought it was so pretty. All right, I'm going to crease this down really good. This is right now because everything's lining up even. So now these pieces can be glued down on here, and you got a nice little border around them, just like that.
Alicia said her power is back on.
Oh, good, Alicia. I'm glad your power's back on. I hope it wasn't out too long. I know.
She just gotten dinner finished just when right before the.
Oh my
went out.
goodness. Oh my goodness. Well, at least you got dinner done and you were able to eat. That was a good thing. I have gas stove, so we can light our gas stove with a lighter, you know, like a one of those long candle lighters, and I keep those. I keep those because when I have crab legs, I have to have my melted butter, and I like to put them on the on my crab legs. Okay, we're going to work on these little pieces here now before we glue anything else on. I just want to make sure everything was working. This is our first piece that we're going to glue in, and all of these are mountain folds, just like that. And what you're going to do is when you put this down, it's going to go down just like that. So the larger area is going to go flush to this. This little tab right here is going to go down like that. And I'm going to show you the easiest way to do that. For me is to lay my card out like this. I like to put glue or adhesive on here. So I'm going to use liquid glue. And I'm going to glue this to here, but you want to make sure it does not infringe. You want it to butt up to that score line but not go over it. And the other thing you want to look for is to make sure that you are even, about the same amount. It looks like it's about 1/4 inch on each side. And I'm going to bend that forward to make sure that I got it where I want it and it's not infringing, and it's not. Then what I'm going to do is fold that in half like that. And I'm going to put glue just on that little 1/4 inch tab. And then all I'm going to do is fold my card over and press. That's the easy way to get that stair step right and in there exactly where it needs to be. Now I like to go back and burnish down everything again. That evens out my glue, and that gives us our first step. So now we're going to put this piece on here. But to keep this panoramic, hey, I said it right, you're going to need to cut off, and these change as you step down. The second panel, which this is our second one, this is the first one, we need to bring our trimmer out, and we're going to need to cut this one 1/4 inch off of both ends. I know you're probably going to say, this is such a waste of your designer series paper. And yes, it might be. You don't have to do this if you're not doing the panoramic. There I go again. If I think about it, I can't. Panoramic. Are y'all laughing at me? Or are you laughing with me?
You start making me say it wrong.
Okay, there's my 1/4 inch off of both sides. Now we're going to lay this back down. And you want to lay it down where it looks like everything is meeting up. You see how that looks like it's continuous? And then we're going to glue that one down. We're going to do this as we go. I think it'd be easier to do it as we go.
Oh, Alicia was telling Margie that I might have my granddaughter with me next week.
Oh, good. Alicia, is that going to be Victoria? I know Victoria loves to come and stay with you. Okay, so I'm going to even that up on that piece and give it a press. And see how pretty that's starting to look? Isn't that gorgeous? I love, love, love that Blackberry Bliss and that Rich Razzleberry.
Connie says I can relate. Sometimes words are hard.
I'm telling you, Connie, sometimes I will say words that just will not come out of my mouth right no matter what I do. All right, I'm going to move my trimmer. I'm not going to let it go very far. I'm going to put it over here beside Jennifer for safekeeping. Oh, y'all just don't know how thrilled I am to have her here with me today. This is such a treat. All right, here's our next panel. This is the one that is 3 1/4, about 3 1/4. So we're gonna.
Had to leave.
Oh, Vicky, I'm sorry.
Yeah, she had to leave because they're leaving to go to Oregon to see the grandkids.
Okay, we're gonna fold these all mountain folds again. These pieces are always mountain, and once you get that, you're gonna have the same little piece like this. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to fold this out, and we want to butt this one up right against that one, but not go over that score line. So again, I'm going to put adhesive on here. And I'm going to press this one. You want to make sure you don't go underneath the other piece. That's why I like to bring it up like this and make sure that if you look under, I'm making sure that I'm not going underneath that piece. It's just butted up to it. Then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to press that down and I'm going to put adhesive on this strip right here. And then I'm just going to bring this back. Now this time we're going to fold forward. Because as you build this card, it's going to be hard to push it that way because everything's going to your right, not your left.
Marlene said my mom used to say, get your tongue off your eye tooth so you can see what you're saying.
That's a good one, Marlene. I love that. Well, I must have had my tongue somewhere, but I don't have my eye teeth anymore, so I don't know. Oh, goodness.
Okay, I'm done.
Y'all make me laugh. I love it. I have so much fun with you guys. I'm so glad y'all are here. All right, now this piece, we're going to cut this piece, but now this is our third panel. So your third panel, you're going to cut a 1/2 inch off of each end. So I'm going to line it up at a 1/2 inch and slice, and I'm going to turn it and take a 1/2 inch and slice.
Oh, Rita said you make it look so easy.
Oh, thank you. I hope I do, because sometimes when I'm fumbling like this, I don't feel like I'm making it very easy. But all you do now is you glue this piece down on there. So a little bit of glue and a stickeroo. So just make sure you got that little bit of border showing, top and bottom. And you want to make sure that pattern, you see I'm lining up that pattern where it looks like it's all going panoramic.
Just give it up.
Jennifer says I need to get, can y'all hear Jennifer? I don't know if my mic is picking her up or not, but I hope so. Oh, wait a minute, I don't want to cut that piece yet. We got to do this piece. All right, move that trimmer out of my way again. I'm going to give Jennifer detail of holding the trimmer for me. All right, we're doing the same thing here, all mountain folds. And we're going to crease them really good because I'm using that heavy cardstock.
Oh, Nancy Boatwright just came in.
Hey, Nancy, how are you? Oh, yeah, I'm glad you're here. Do you want to be in the drawing? If you do, just let Jennifer know. I've got Jennifer and my granddaughter here today. I'm going to bring Autumn back in here at the end so everybody can see her again.
You took my pen.
Oh, I took your pen. I'm sorry. Jennifer's here to keep me straight today.
It's a tough job.
It is. It's a tough job, but somebody's got to do it, right? All right. So this is our next panel. So what we're going to do is we're going to put this one down, and we're going to butt it right up. I want all of y'all to know Nancy Boatwright, she is the reason I do what I do. I went down to my sister-in-law's, who she is really good friends. Her best friend is my sister-in-law, Joanne. And she Joanne had a stack of homemade cards that were absolutely gorgeous sitting over on her table. And I picked them up. I said, can I look at these? And she said, sure. And I said, oh my gosh. I said, did you make these? She said, no, my friend Nancy made these. And I was like, oh, I want to make cards like this. I said, they are so beautiful. And I came home and I thought, I need a Cricut. So I went out and bought myself a Cricut after I talked my husband into letting me get one. And I thought that's what I needed to make beautiful cards. I was wrong. I just needed some skill, a trimmer, some dies, and there you go. And some stamps. So the rest is history. I ended up starting a little small business out of my home. When COVID hit, my business kind of went belly up because all the companies decided that they did not want to give us small business owners the discount they had been giving unless you ordered like bukus of $5,000 worth of product at a time. I was a small business and I couldn't afford to do that. Okay, so we got this panel down. So that was when I discovered through another friend of mine Stampin' Up. So now Nancy is actually one of my customers, very appreciated customer. And now we're going to cut 3/4 of an inch off of this. You notice we're going up each time 1/4 of an inch. All these measurements will be in the description and in my blog. So if you go to my blog post, you will actually be able to click on a PDF file that will have all of this information in it, pictures of the cards and what have you. So we're going to take 3/4 of an inch off of the top and 3/4 of an inch off of the bottom, just off of each end.
I've also added all the measurements into the chat as well. So.
Okay, and Jennifer said she's added all of the measurements in. When you get ready to put these down, if you line it up like that, you're going to see that's not right. So you want that little dandelion to line up right there with the other one. My phone is dinging and binging over here. You know what? We're not going to worry about it. We'll check all that after the live. So we're going to go ahead now and glue this one down. And Jennifer, if you would be a good girl and move the trimmer for me, thank you so much. So making sure that I line that up perfectly, or as close to perfect. You know, we don't do perfect. It wouldn't be a handmade card if it was perfect. So there we go. We want to get it as close to perfect as we can, but you know, again, it is a card. So here's our next piece, our last piece. So I'm going to go ahead and fold. These are the little tiny pieces. This one is going to be hard to deal with because it is so tiny. And remember, your outside piece is always going to be the piece that has the 2 score lines on. So this piece is going to go in like that. And because it is so tiny, I'm going to really burnish these score marks. And because I'm using that thick basic white cardstock, it's going to be a booger. You can see right there I have a little bit of a boo-boo where my score kind of slipped off, but that's okay. That's going to be covered, so it's not going to matter. If that was going to show, I would recut it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put...
Nancy said, that makes me happy knowing I am the reason you are now having fun.
Oh, Nancy, you're so sweet. Next time we come down, I cannot wait to see you. So I hope if we come and visit Joe anytime in the near future, I will get a chance to see you as well. You'll have to come over, that's for sure. I'm going to tell Joanne to make sure you come over.
You know you gave me the hard seat, right?
Yeah, Jennifer, I gave Jennifer one of my kitchen chairs to sit in, so she doesn't have a cushion chair, and she's complaining. Oh, workers. You know, what can you do with them when you're paying them beans? Actually, I'm feeding her for her work.
Is that all I'm getting?
That's all you're getting. You're getting fed good. You're getting Mama's cooking. Okay?
Yeah.
All right, here's this one. So this one would be the hardest one to put down. And you want to make sure it should come right to the end of your card. If it comes over, you might have to trim or do a little finagling. But it should come right to there when you finish. That one looks crooked.
Marlene said at Nancy, she said, I'm glad too because we wouldn't be watching Kathy now. Thank you,
Oh,
Nancy.
and Nancy, I have made so many dear, dear friends through my YouTube channel and my crafting. Can I have my trimmer back?
No, you're not allowed to have it back.
Jennifer's not going to give me my trimmer back. Hey, I can't craft without my trimmer.
You have your scissors.
I don't do scissors. Okay, with this piece, this is our 5th panel. We're going to cut 1 inch off of each end. Now, I don't know how to do this to get this effect without doing it this way. So, 1 inch off of each end. And then this piece is going to go on, like this. Okay, I think I'm done with my trimmer for right now, so we're going to tuck that back over here.
Looking good.
Well, I got Jennifer's approval. She said it's looking good. So
First time I
that's...
actually looked up over there.
Oh.
I've been looking at the chat.
She's been busy with the chat, so she has not been able to really see what's going on. And y'all know that. Sometimes when you're in a live and everybody's chatting and having fun, and that piece is not wanting to cooperate, so I'm going to... You know, paper, unlike a man, can be trained. Okay. There we go. So there is our step panel card, and now we're going to decorate. And we're going to decorate it. Now y'all know I really wanted to use this, but I can't because I made a boo-boo. So what I am going to do is I'm going to get all of my little bits and pieces out of my way, and we're going to do some stamping. So I'm going to use this piece of white. Is that the white? Yeah. Yeah, that's the white. And we're going to do some stamping, and we're going to use 2 different colors of
I think Bella's snoring again.
Yeah, y'all hear Bella snoring. That's a norm for y'all with my videos, right? Of course it is. So we're going to go ahead and stamp some of these images, and I'm going to stamp in the Rich Razzleberry. And look, I've got something on there, but I'm going to show y'all a trick of how to get that off. If you have a little sticky notes or like this sticky tape, just anything, a post-it note will work. And take it and just put it down on your ink pad, and it lifts that up without, I hope y'all saw that. It lifts anything white off of your ink pad, just like that. Love that little trick. Because sometimes when I open them, I got little white specks on it, and I don't know where they come from. I'm thinking maybe off of the runner, the plastic off of the runner, maybe might get in there. I'm not sure. But nevertheless, that's a good way to get any lint or anything off of your stamp pad. The last thing you want to do is transfer that to your stamp, and then you won't have a good stamped image. And
Alicia just said, remember when your mom was in the hot seat and could only use certain things to make a card? And then she said, Bella's getting her beauty sleep.
yeah, it was hard doing those, but I want to do another challenge now that we have a new catalog and we're getting ready to come up with the, what I would love to do is a challenge with some of the something out of the mini catalog, because we're going to do Christmas in July starting next Friday. Is going to be everything from there on out is going to be Christmas through the month of July. So we're going to be on Christmas overload. And you know why I like to do that? I need to stamp off. I need a piece of scrap paper. That's when your printer paper comes in real handy. I'm going to stamp off on this because I want a couple that are not quite as dark. A little bit different shade. Uh-oh. I gotta be careful because I'm gonna get the edges of that if I stamp too hard. So I'm gonna be very gentle with that one. Try not to rock it. Oh, pretty good. Okay. So now I'm gonna clean this. Maybe I'll put Jennifer on stamp cleaning detail since I have an assistant. All right, Jennifer is on stamp cleaning detail, so that way I can go, I'm going to miss her next week. Now I can go ahead and stamp some more flowers.
I didn't sign up for this. I signed up to moderate.
She said she didn't sign up for all this. She just signed up to moderate. So I am going to stamp. I think 2 of those might be enough.
Is that cleaned off?
That's
enough?
good. All right, she's doing an awesome job over here, y'all. Y'all give her a great big thank you. Okay, she's doing an awesome job. I need a bigger stamp block for this one. So let's grab one of these bigger ones and put this on. And I'm going to stamp and stamp. Okay. And I want a couple, oh, okay, clean away.
No, I was saying they're pretty.
Oh, thank you. Jennifer says they are pretty. Yay. I think I'm going to do, this one's going to stamp darker anyway. So I'm going to stamp one of these right here and one right here. That way I can get everything on this one piece of paper and I'll cut around them and we'll put them on the die cut machine and cut these out. Because no, I didn't cut these ahead of time. I should have, but y'all just bear with me. We'll get this done. Alright, all of our stamping now. Oh, we need to do a sentiment. So I'm going to need another piece of white cardstock. And this will work. Actually, I think this is the piece I used on here. Because look. I am pretty sure that's the piece I used on there.
Rita asked, I thought free shipping was yesterday.
Free shipping was yesterday. Yes. It was only for one day. Just the 21st. I hope everybody was able to take advantage of that and get their orders in. Alright, I'm going to use this piece to stamp my sentiment, and I think this one I'm going to do best wishes and happy thoughts. And all of these sentiments will fit in this particular die. So every one of the sentiments in this stamp set will fit in the die that coordinates with them, which I think is wonderful. I'm going to stamp this one right about here. Oh, I have such a good assistant. She's putting my stamps away for me. She's cleaning them. What would I do without her? You know what? I don't even want to know. Did you clean that one? I don't think so because I set it over here. Okay. It's nice, too, to have somebody to talk with. I know I talk the whole time, but it's nice to have somebody that actually has a voice back to me. Normally, Jennifer's in my ear. Y'all know that. And she tells me what y'all say and lets me know. What do y'all think? I think that's pretty good. All right, that one. And we're going to go ahead and grab our die cut machine and we're going to do some die cutting, y'all. Now, I may have to zoom y'all out for this.
Yep.
About like that. Open this up like this and grab my plates. Now I'm still using, and I'll tell y'all that in the chat, I'm still using this magnetic plate because I have not had any problems with mine. I know that they recalled them because they said that it was not, some people were having problems. I have not had any problems with mine.
Oh no. Alicia said, oh no, I'm so off. She didn't realize it was it was yesterday.
Oh, Alicia, I'm sorry. Yes, it was yesterday, the 21st was free shipping. Free shipping Tuesday.
Rita said, I know I bought 9 packs of paper. Someone thought it was today in here.
Okay, where is my top plate? I had it over here.
I guess the sentiment is over here.
Alright, so we're going to go ahead and cut that out first. I'm sorry about the shaking. That's the nature of the beast. So there is our... As long as I'm not having any problem with this magnetic plate, I'm going to use it. And whenever it goes bad, and these will need to be replaced from time to time because you are cutting into them. But mine's still working great. It's not warped. It's not giving me any problems whatsoever. So I was really sad when I heard that they were pulling it, because I was like, oh no, mine is working great. Now what I'm going to do here is I'm just taking my scissors and I'm going to cut around these just to make it where I can get more than one thing on my on here at a time. So I'm going to try to cut 1, 2, and 3 at one time. So let's do this one. Look how pretty that's going to line up. Like that. And then we need the little flower, and we need this one. Okay, there's our little flower. And when you line these up on your machine, on your plate, you want to make sure that you're not seeing any white. You don't want any white area showing around. That's the rule of thumb to get a good die cut. And sometimes it's hard, but you line them up the best you can. You can always use that little tip where I showed y'all how you can do it with using a pre-cut piece that works great with your Stamparatus. Okay, I think those are good. So I'm going to lay the plate in very gently because I don't want anything to move, and feed it through. And I'm going to pull this off, and I'm going to take my pieces. I'm going to actually hand these to Jennifer and let her stack all these pieces for us. And we're going to save these because we're going to need those again. I like to brush my little crumbs off before I run it through again. I'm not saying you have to do that, but, and I'm going to cut so we can lay that one there. I'm cutting this off, so I'm just trying to make some room on here so we can get some of the other ones, because if you can cut more efficient, you don't have to run it through quite as many times. It's less wear and tear on yourself as well as your machine and your dies. So that's going to work out good. And we can get all 4 of those in one shot. So let's put this one over. And this one.
Rita's saying she stocked up for Halloween, Thanksgiving, and Christmas cardstock. I bought Evening Evergreen and Real Red for Christmas.
Oh, those are beautiful colors.
And for fall, she said I bought 3 shades of brown, espresso, crumb cake, and soft suede. And
I hope you got some pumpkin pie. That pumpkin pie is a gorgeous shade of orange, and I love to do my pumpkins with that.
She said Halloween I bought Gorgeous Grape, Granny Apple, and Cajun Craze.
Oh yeah, those are beautiful colors too.
The pumpkin color.
All right, so we got those out. We only got a couple more ferns. I stamped 3, but I'm only going to cut a couple more because I don't think we're going to need more than that. All right, Jennifer's collecting all my pieces for me. And we can throw these scraps away. And like I said, I'm just going to cut one more fern. And I think I'm going to do that one, the darker one. So let's put that right there.
She said, oh darn, bought the wrong orange.
Oh, the Cajun Craze? Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's a deep, more of a deeper color. Here's my color swatch, and this is Cajun Craze, and this is, where's my pumpkin pie? That's pumpkin pie. There's your difference. pumpkin pie and Cajun craze. These make great little swatches to have. I'm actually selling these, so if anyone's interested in getting a color swatch of Stampin' Up's cardstocks, let me know.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Nancy says started card making 15 years ago with construction paper. We've come a long way since then. Laugh out loud.
Yes, we have, Nancy. We have come a long way since construction paper. I tried to use construction paper when I first started. Oh my word. I tried to use it in my Cricut. You know that was a disaster. I mean, a total disaster. I think we're done with our die cutting, so I'm going to move all of this out of our way.
Pass me your.
All right, so let's bring in all of our pieces. Jennifer's got me covered with those.
Do you want to hand me your magnetic sheet so I can use that?
Oh, she's going to put my dies back up for me. Thank you, honey. She's such a good assistant. She's just a good daughter. I am so blessed, y'all. You have no idea how blessed I am. I want to put one of these like right here. And what you want to do when you're gluing these down is make sure you're not going past your card base or it won't fit in your envelope. Let me zoom y'all back in a little bit. Is that better? So what I like to do anytime I'm doing a collage like this, I like to kind of lay everything out and see where I want it before I actually commit to gluing it. So I will take my fingers and hold it in place and kind of decide where I want what. Something like that. And you got to remember, everything is going to need to be glued to this first panel, because if you glue past this, you are going to glue these down where they're not going to pop up. So just remember, everything needs to go on this panel right here. All right, so I'm going to go ahead. I think I'm pretty well satisfied with putting these pieces down. I'm going to use liquid glue, and I'm going to just, well, you know what happened.
Brian was saying, I've got one of those swatches. It comes in very handy. And then,
Brian, are you still doing Stampin' Up?
Rita said, I see a need for swatches.
Yeah, the swatches do come in very, very handy. I look at mine real often. Color coordination, if you want to pull something up and see if a color goes with another color, it's great for that. I reference it really often when I'm ordering, because I make sure my order numbers are on there, and I can just pull it and say, okay, that's my order number, and when I'm placing my orders for cardstock. And that's what I did yesterday for free shipping. I bought, I've replenished my cardstock, because anything I was running low on, I thought it would be great to pick that up during the free shipping. So that's exactly what I did. Now remember, you can glue underneath to these, but don't glue to here, because when you push your card shut and you pull it up for it to do the staircase, you remember you can glue to these underneath. So like, oh, this one didn't pop through. Okay. If you wanted to glue this up under here, like there, that's perfectly fine.
Brian said, yes, ma'am, kind of struggling, but yes. So he is still sewing.
Just keep at it, Brian. It will get better. I wish you'd have signed up under me. But anyway, I'm going to just continue to pop some of these around here. I'm double checking as I'm putting them in to make sure nothing's going to go over my card where it won't fit in an envelope. So that one's good there. I think I'm going to put this one right here on the bottom. I'm going to stick that right about there.
Rita wants to know, how many packages did you buy, Kathy?
You know, I don't even know. I won't know till I could look up my order and tell you, but I can't remember. I just went through and looked at my cardstock and said, okay, I'm low on this color and this color and this color, and I need some more basic white of this, and I need this designer series paper, and I just put an order in. And I also got some gems. I got some pearls because but last time when I placed the order, I got some of the rhinestones, but I definitely needed pearls, so I got some of those.
You need to give them a tour of your craft room so they can see all what you got, because it's a lot, guys. Let me tell you, it's a lot.
Jennifer said, I'm going to give y'all a tour of my craft room, I promise. Maybe next week's live. Jennifer's helping me do some organizing, and I've got some stuff in the craft room, like my stamp sets that are retired that I'm going to be selling. Actually, I'm going to be giving away a stamp set of equal value with anybody that places an order out of the mini catalog in July. So you'll be able to look at my retired list and actually choose something from that. I think this one I want it to tuck down like that. That'd be cute, and it'd be a little bit of dimension. Yeah, that'll work. So I'm gonna put glue right there on the front of this one, and I'm gonna tuck that down just like that. Now I'm just gonna rake that excess glue off. It did cause my ink to bleed just a tiny bit. That's okay. Yeah, Bella's a snoring up a storm,
They're
y'all.
all in favor of a craft room tour.
Okay, we will definitely do that. I'll tell you what, before Jennifer leaves, if we can get my retired stamps that are over here out of the floor, we will do a tour. How about that? So maybe by Friday? By Friday we'll go live, and I will let y'all know a little bit ahead of time that we're going live, and we'll do a tour while Jennifer's here, since this was her bright idea.
Oh, and I just noticed your shirt hanging over there. I craft so hard, I sweat glitter.
Yeah, I made myself a shirt with my, using my Cricut. It says, I craft so hard, I sweat glitter. Oh, goodness. Yes, I do. And I'm going to tuck this one just to make that kind of symmetrical right there. I think that'll be really cute there. Oh, we got another little piece that needs to be popped out. Do y'all like the way this is coming together?
They're all saying they like it. Such a neat looking card. Very pretty card so far. So yeah.
And then we're going to put that right there to cover up all of the, I want something dark behind there. I have an idea.
Uh-oh, she has an addy, y'all.
I got an idea. So let's try this and see if it works.
You move?
No, you don't need to move.
No,
Got my arm caught in the chair.
I was going to say, I might need to stay to hold you up.
I am going to grab a scrap of rich razzleberry out of my scrap bin.
Oh, that's going to be pretty.
And I am going to, I got a bright idea. I need my dies.
Okay.
I'm going to try something and see if this will work. I wonder if I can run this through my mini. I'm just going to grab my big one. I'll have to get up to grab my mini, so I'm going to lay this over here. I'm not even going to put y'all out because I'm just going to cut this out, the label, out of plain rich razzleberry. I hope everybody's staying with me. I know we're running over a little bit, but there was a lot to do with this card.
Oh, somebody come in, Rosie Walker.
Rosie, you are brand new. I don't recognize your name. Are you a subscriber to my YouTube channel? I have a lot of subscribers, but I know a lot of them don't make it to the live. So I never know whether you're a subscriber because YouTube does not give me that information.
She said, very pretty card, but I will have to restart after I see this coming in late.
Oh, yeah, by all means, please watch the replay. And I will have a PDF tutorial for this on my blog. So just in the description, give me just a little while after the live, maybe about 30 or 40 minutes, and I will do my best to get that up and out for everybody. Now see, this is not going to fit on there, but y'all see how this has the line? Let me get that to focus. Come on, focus, focus. Oh, my camera don't want to focus. It usually auto focuses real well.
Bring it down some.
But y'all can see that has a line all the way around it. I'm going to take my paper snips and I'm going to trim around that and then glue that onto there. We're going to see if that works. See how good my cutting skills are on live at that. And that gives you a nice line to go by, so it makes it a little bit easier than just cutting a stamped image. And y'all know I hate to fussy cut. Some people really enjoy fussy cutting. I can do it, and the more I do it, the better I get, but I just don't enjoy it.
Yeah, you had Autumn had you fussy cutting the other day.
Yeah, Autumn had me fussy cutting. I got a whole stack of her little goodies that she had me fussy cutting for her.
She, in all fairness, she wants to make a card for her daddy for Father's Day, so she didn't get to make one.
Yeah,
so.
we're gonna make her daddy a Father's Day card before she leaves. She asked Gammy if we could do that. Now, of course, you know what I said. Of course we can, baby.
Gammy doesn't tell her no very often.
And Gammy loves her bunches.
What did Gammy give her this morning for breakfast?
That wasn't for breakfast. She had already ate her breakfast. Yes, I gave her candy. It's my prerogative. I'm the grandma. I don't get to spoil her nearly enough, so there. I need to go in a little bit deeper on that one. Bella is snoring, y'all, and Jennifer's laughing at her.
She is sawing logs. My goodness.
She's in her favorite place, and here with me, Mama's crafting, and she's sleeping.
What die set is this? What is this asking?
This die set is called Natural Prints, and it bundles with the Nature's Print stamp set. This is the dies. You get that beautiful wreath with it as well. As a matter of fact, I had saved a piece of that. Let's see if I can find it over here. Yes. I'm glad you said that, because I had cut a piece of that wreath that I put on this one. We're going to do the same thing on this one.
Oh, it's from the vellum?
This is cut out of vellum. And look how beautiful that embosses that vellum. It is absolutely stunning. So I'm going to show you what we're going to do. What do y'all think about this? Do you like that idea of cutting around this? The numbers are right here, huh?
No, I was looking.
Oh, okay. I am on top of my scrap bin over here. I'm going to cut this into right about halfway. And I'm going to put this on right over top of that. And this one I don't think I'm going to color. I'm going to use it just as it is. Maybe, yeah, something like this. I'm going to use a glue dot, I think, to put that together. I forgot about this. I forgot that I had saved this piece. I used half of it on the blue card, and I had saved the other half to use on this one. Now the blue card, let me show you what I did. I took my alcohol markers and I colored it. See the vellum right here? And I just used my Night of Navy, the light one, and went over it. And I actually dropped a little bit of alcohol on it to help it move a little bit. So we're going to put that down right there. And let me get another glue dot. I'm going to take your pick tool. Can't believe I've done all this crafting. It's the first time I pulled my take your pick.
You know, I thought of that earlier. I was like, she hasn't used that take a pick tool yet.
I'm going to sit that down right there, and then I'm going to just sit the vellum right into it. This makes a simple way to put a really gorgeous accent on your card. And then we'll glue this here. And I'm going to put liquid glue on the back of this. And then I'm going to glue this down just about like that. And that just gives that a tiniest little border. So when you put it on here, it doesn't look like it's getting lost. What do y'all think? And for this, I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on right here, close together. I'm going to put one right there and one right here, because I want this to look like it's kind of free floating across there. Right Jennifer's taking names, so we can, we'll have this ready. Now, as far as a place to sign this card, what I would do, you can always sign it on the back. You got plenty of space back here. You could put a piece of coordinating cardstock like the Rich Razzleberry. You could die cut a beautiful rectangle and then put a piece of white on top of it, and you could sign your card back there. The recipient gets it and it's going to sit up like this. And look how gorgeous that card turned out. I didn't think I was going to like this one as good as the blue one, but I think I like it better. So y'all tell me, which one do y'all like the best? I think they're both gorgeous. So I'm going to get some of this off of my desk so I can bring the prizes back over, because I know everybody's waiting for Prize Patrol. Right? Who doesn't love a good giveaway? I think everybody loves to win. That's our human nature, to want to win. So Jennifer's got all the names in the cup, and she's over here shaking. She's doing the shake, shake, shake. And you know what I do, y'all? You see pieces of cardstock like this? I cut this off. And I have a scrap bin for all of you Stampin' Up folks. Let me show you my scrap bin. I never throw away. I never ever throw away. Now I've got some in here that's not Stampin' Up, so let me pull that out. That was just some that I use for simple stuff. There is my scrap bin. Let me zoom y'all out. Oops, wrong way.
I was saying that's wrong way.
This is my scrap bin. I made little folders, and I punched out using a Stampin' Up punch, and I used my label maker, and I labeled each one. They're color coordinated alphabetically. So I have everything listed here alphabetically. So when I get ready to drop a scrap in, I just go to my Rich Razzleberry and drop it in. And this keeps me absolutely organized, and it keeps me where I use scraps a lot more often by having them in here. I have another separate one that I keep all my white in. So I always
She is very organized, you guys.
I always love to be able to show y'all organizational skills, things that work for me. Now, what works for one person may not work for another, but I think we can always use ideas from one another, and that has helped me tremendously with my Stampin' Up cardstocks. So there we go. There's our 2 cards. Now I'm going to give these 2 cards away today too. So we're actually going to have 1, 2, 3, 5 winners. We're going to have 5 winners. I already drew for y'all that came in later. I drew for the red card, and Carmina won this. So I'll get this in the mail to Carmina.
You're going to need to zoom back in some.
Oh, let me zoom y'all back in.
You got room to put that. That's your stamp set and dies.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to lay that over there, and we are ready now to do our drawing. The first drawing is going to be our grand prize drawing. I go from the most expensive to the least, and this is a pack of the Tea Bouquet cards and envelopes. 20 cards, 20 envelopes, all in the new in colors. They are beautiful. Look at that envelope, and every one of them has a design on them. So our winner is...
My drawing, or you want to?
You draw. Jennifer's drawing, so we're going to see who wins this one.
Connie
Sorbzak. Did I say that right, Connie? Sorbzak. I hope I did. You are the winner of the Cards and More pack. Congratulations. Congratulations. Jennifer just threw the name and handed it to me. Yep. We're going to have 5 winners. I know the cards are kind of a consolation prize, but I love to be able to give my cards away. All right, the next one's going to be for this pack of paper, and it's the Sunshine and Rainbow, and Linda Jean never did claim this, so we're going to go ahead and give it away again. And the winner is, it's wrapped up here, Jennifer didn't even show it to me, Brian Dickey. Brian, you don't have to say, if you've got a different address, make sure you email me your address. Jennifer, pop in my email and email me your address, Brian, so I can get this to you. All right, and now the next thing is going to be for the real red ribbon, and this is the fall linen. All right, our next winner is Rosie Walker. Rosie, I know I do not have your address, so Rosie, please email me your address because I will not be able to send this if I don't get an address for you. So email me your address. Jennifer's going to pop it in the chat, and if you miss it and don't get it there, you can always go to the video. Give me about 30 minutes, and all the information will be in the video once this posts.
I'll also put your phone number so they can text if they
Yeah,
want
and you can
text.
also text. All right, so the next one will be for the blue card, and the winner is Phyllis. Congratulations, Phyllis. And I have your address, so I got Phyllis covered. And the next winner for the card that we made today, Kathy White. Congratulations, Kathy. I am so happy for all of my winners. It makes me so happy to be able to have lots and lots of gifts to give away. And here we go. Here's all of our gifts that we gave away today. Oh, this makes my heart happy. Look at this. Yay! I am so happy. So I'm going to transition y'all back over to see my face, whether you want to or not. So there we go. So I am just thrilled with all of my winners, and I thank y'all so much. Y'all have spent about an hour and a half with me today, and I love every minute of it. Y'all are so special to me. Thanks to each and every one of you that showed up. I do my live every Wednesday at 11 o'clock unless otherwise notified. And the ways that I notify, you can check the community page here on YouTube. I will post there if something comes up and I can't go live. I also post it on my YouTube my Facebook page, Kathy's Random Acts of Stampin'. We have a group page over there. If you have not joined, please go over there and request, and we will get you signed up over there. And you can get all kinds of inspiration from all of us because you can post all of your beautiful creations. And the other way that I do it, you can check my blog, because my blog will always have that that information there for you. So one more time before we close off, Autumn, I'm going to get my little granddaughter to come back in here so we can say bye to her.
I did put your Facebook, a link to your Facebook in here.
Okay, Jennifer said she linked everything for me, so hopefully y'all have all that. Autumn, come on, come over here.
I changed my hair.
I see you changed your hair. She has redone her hair. I fixed her hair this morning. It didn't look quite like this, but she decided to be her own stylist, and she has taken it down and pulled it to the side and done her thing. But this is Miss Autumn, and she is my little heartstrings, and I love her dearly.
Yep.
Mwah. And all of my prayer warriors out there, I want to ask that y'all would pray for her eye. She has a very weak eye. Her left eye. Is it her left? No, her right.
Her right eye is
her right
bad.
eye is her bad eye. Her right eye is really bad. So they have her in glasses, and she has to even have eye drops put in her good eye that makes it blurry to force her to use her right eye more. So if y'all would say a prayer for her, I would be so appreciative, because I want my little girl to be able to see coming forward. And she is my little heartstrings, along with her mama. This is Jennifer. This is her mama, and my youngest. This is my baby. So I am so blessed to have. She says she's not a baby anymore. She will always be my baby because she's my youngest child.
I got Toby.
And she's got my baby. One of my babies, Bella. She's probably still laid out over there snoring.
She's still snoring.
But anyway, I just want to thank all of you for coming today. I want to congratulate. Say hi to Miss Alicia again, or tell her bye.
Hi. Bye, Miss Alicia.
And Miss Alicia is very special to Grammy. You've heard me talk about Miss Alicia, haven't you?
Toby's giving me kisses.
Oh, so anyway, I'm going to close out for now, and as I always say in closing, and y'all know my story if you've been here. I always give God the glory. So this is always what I say at the end of every video. Let everything that you do and say bring glory to our Father in heaven. He is so worthy Jesus paid the price for us. The least we can do is honor and praise him. So in closing, I love you guys so much, and I appreciate you, and thank you so much for being here and being a part of my crafty family. God bless and keep you, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Stay cool if you can. It's supposed to be close to 100 here. Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.
Love you.
Bye.